home of the National Football League, the National Hockey League, the National Basketball Association, and Major League Baseball. You're watching a SpinoKing Sports presentation. With the regular season over, we proceed to the playoffs. Beginning in the first round, the wild card round. Destination, Charlotte, North Carolina. The LA Rams with a winning record versus the Carolina Panthers with a losing record. But thanks to the Falcons, they're in the playoffs, thus beginning their journey to the promised land.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, where the spirit of the late Sam Mills lives on with the pounding of the drum as we're ready for football at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Carolina Panthers.
2026 Carolina Panthers.
Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson. It is the rookie Ryan Fitzgerald who gets this started. Off we go from Bank of America Stadium. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Rams get the ball first. Here's Matthew Stafford. A marvelous regular season for him. He's 5-5 during the playoffs in his career. LA's offense, number 1 in the league. Alaric Jackson, Steve Avila, Coleman Shelton, Bo Limmer, and Warren McClendon on the right. Kyron Williams in the backfield. Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, and Tutu Atwell, the wide receivers. And Colby Parkinson, the tight end.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But when he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further.
Defensively for the Panthers, the 4 linesmen Derek Brown, Cam Jackson, Ashawn Robinson, and Tershawn Wharton. Claudin Sherilis and Christian Roseboom, the linebackers. The nickel defense, Mike Jackson, Shaw Smith-Wade, Nick Scott, Trayvon Merrig, and J.C. Horn.
The first down throw was incomplete, and now 2nd and 10. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Rams first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. They go play action with Stafford. Right side, complete to Nacua. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Stafford on target to Puka, and the Rams have a first down.
A gain of 14.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And that'll go for a gain of about 4. And Jackson there defensively.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Panthers' 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. This one not quite on target. Got him too much, and that one falls incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike, and it's as simple as if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
That's another Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard at the 14-yard line.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down, at least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
A pickup of 2 yards.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Every rookie that finds themselves in the lineup, Mike, they're trying to make plays that keep them in the lineup. Continue to show your coaches they can trust you as a young player in this league, and he continues to make plays like this. He's going to find himself in the lineup more and more often as the year unfolds.
The motion man is NickOST. Stafford now on 2nd down. That's caught by Puka. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They can keep the drive alive if they get to the 4, but facing 3rd down at the moment. Here's Stafford. And he's in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Rams. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. It's up and good. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead.
Panthers nothing.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return, here's Trevor Etienne. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
It's the Panthers' turn. Let's check out Bryce Young. In his very first playoff appearance, 6 winning drives this season, he's tied with Chicago's Caleb Williams. Ikem Ekwonu begins the O-line. Then Damian Lewis, Cade Mays, Robert Hunt, and Taylor Moton. Ex-Cowboy Rico Dowdle is the runner. Tediroa McMillan, Jalen Coker, and Xavier Legette will receive. Mitchell Evans, the tight end.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
Here's how the Rams will defend. Ty Hamilton, Poona Ford, and Desjuan Johnson. The linebackers, Byron Young, Nate Landman, Omar Spates, and Troy Reeder. Finally, the defensive backs, Kobe Durant, Cameron Kinchins, Cam Curl, and Emmanuel Forbes.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. The first carry now for Rico Dowdle. Up the sideline, past midfield. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. How about this one, too, to start the drive? Mark him off with a gain of 24 and another first down.
1st and 10.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Cameron Curl up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. Now Dowdle. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. From the gun, it's Young. He's got his man. That's Legette. 11 yards on the pass there. It's a Carolina 1st down.
That's another Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard
Really nice job
line.
there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Young. Quick throw, taken in. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
A bit of a quick
2.
hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
The motion man here is Mitchell. Short throw there, pulled in by Evans. And the Panthers going to be set up with 1st and goal. They're able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
First down. First down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath.
Good blocking, and he's in. Rico Dowdle. Touchdown, Panthers.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. The kick is good. Panthers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, this is Blake Corum. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Rams offense ready now for their second drive. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Stafford. He'll find his tight end. It's Colby Parkinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. He's across midfield. Look at the big guy rumble. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. That is a big gainer for the Rams. 53 yards.
It's a gain of 53 yards.
Over the course of my career early on, there was a handful of guys that were downfield threats in the passing game, but they did a lot of stuff in the run game. They were really good extra pass protectors, and if you threw them the ball, they had very sure hands. But what we're seeing now is the ability to get deep and add layers into the secondary as a pass-receiving threat, and not only do damage before they catch the ball, but so many of these guys have tremendous ability after the catch.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. Parkinson in motion. 2nd down, it's Stafford. He's got it at the 3. And he is out of bounds. It's going to be first down, though. 1st and goal at the 2.
Los Angeles.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They put Adams in motion. Williams trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do you do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
One more time for Williams. And This time he's in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Point after, coming up here.
For the extra point.
The kick is good, and the Rams will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Panthers 7.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return, it's Chuba Hubbard. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense ready for their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throwing is Young. That one caught by Evans, the tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
1 quarter in the books. The Rams out to the early lead. And will return to Charlotte in a moment.
SpinoKing's coverage of the Wild Card game, presented by Madden NFL 26 by EA Sports. Now available, rated E for everyone, by Minute Maid. Put good in, get good out. Inspired by Fox NFL Sunday. Same game with a new attitude since 1994.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5. As we are ready to get back underway. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there, stop him for no gain.
3rd and 5. Young. He's got a man! That's McMillan! And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
On 2nd down, Young. Now a screen set up for Dowdle. This one going to be sniffed out, thrown up in the backfield.
Taken down back at
We
the
call them
42.
safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
3rd and long. To throw is Young. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Short throw, pulled in by Parkinson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. It's a big play with Stafford and Nakua. 32 yards.
It's a gain of 32. First down, Los Angeles.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage, and I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. This one grabbed by Nakua. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it end. He does. First down.
That's another Rams first down. 2 yards on the play.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback.
It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, LA.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
The kicking team off for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Rams will take a 21-7 lead.
Panthers 7.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. To return is Hubbard. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On the bootleg, it's Young. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. First down, Stafford. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
It is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
On the ground, this is Williams. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Rams. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Point after try forthcoming.
For the extra point.
It's up and through. And the Rams add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. He fields it at the 8. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
They'll run with Dowdle, and he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. It is 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Young. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Kobe Turner getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw, Young. That one's hauled in left side by McMillan. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on 3rd down. Brings up 4th, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That's complete to Smith. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Here's 2nd and 2. They run over center with Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Stafford will throw here on 3rd and 1. 19 yards on the pickup for number 19. And it's a first down. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
First down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Stafford. He's got his man, Devontae Adams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Stafford. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play in the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Sean McVay will send out the field goal unit. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Rams going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. And no return here. This is a touchback.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Young to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
And it's time for Spino's trivia question. Name the only 2 NFL teams to win a playoff game despite finishing with a losing regular season record.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. To return is Hubbard. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. Get this drive started. On the ground, it's Hubbard. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. That's taken in by McMillan. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Panthers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Panther first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
11 more yards.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. In motion comes the tight end, Evans. Out of the shotgun, Young. And that is incomplete. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On fourth down, on comes the rookie Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal.
A 40-yard attempt.
His kick is perfect. And the Panthers cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
So now, after the field goal, Fitzgerald is back out there to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Whoa! And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Rams offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Throwing, Stafford. Working across the field, Tua has it. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 18.
He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a 1st down.
Really nice throw downfield on that conversion. Brings up a new set of downs. And defensively, Mike, this feels like desperation mode. If you allow them to finish this drive with a touchdown, this game feels all but over. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
2nd and 10. Parkinson in motion. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
They'll go with the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
It's a gain of a yard.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
Los Angeles.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Short throw, pulled in by Parkinson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Man in motion is Smith. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. That's called in on the left by Tua. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
12 yards.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Again, it's Stafford. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Stafford to throw again. That one taken in. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Time's up. Let's return to the trivia. Name the only 2 NFL teams to win a playoff game despite finishing with a losing regular season record. And the answer? The 2010 Seattle Seahawks and the 2014 Carolina Panthers. Both defeated the Saints and the Cardinals, respectively, in the wild card round.
Extra point try forthcoming.
For the extra point.
He's got it. And the Rams will extend this third quarter lead.
Rams 38, Panthers 10.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. To return is Hubbard. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
The Panthers offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10. Throwing is Young. Back to the left side, hauled in by Leggett. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
On first down is Young. They go back to Leggett. He's got another one. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Another catch on the drive. This one for 13 yards. And another first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
Brings up second and 8 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 8. Here's Young. Quickly to the outside and complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
From the gun, it's Young. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
We're going to find out pretty quickly how aggressive this head coach wants to be here, Mike. All the analytics say on the plus side of the 50, you've got to go for it. You have to take advantage of this field position and try to come away with 6. Big decision here, but I think they've got to go for it.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and run for it.
They knew they were in a tough spot here defensively. Anytime a team gets you down into these 4th and short situations, we've kind of seen this take hold in the NFL. The ability of offenses to generate first downs on 4th down continues to improve year after year, and defenses have a hard time winning these gotta-have-it moments.
He'll get this out to the left flat. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Rams' 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Leggett in motion. A 2nd down throw for Young. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Young. They'll set up the screen here to Hubbard. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Rams' 3-yard line.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
SpinoKing's coverage of the Wild Card game, presented by Madden NFL 26 by EA Sports. Now available rated E for everyone by One A Day Vitamins, the one for you. Inspired by Fox NFL Sunday. Same game with a new attitude since 1994.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. Back to throw, Young. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Xavier Leggett, touchdown Carolina. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
On now is Fitzgerald for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Panthers are able to edge a bit closer.
Panthers 17.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. On the play fake, here's Stafford. Look wide, get this one complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. On the give, it's Williams. And he's going to have the first down, mark him at the 45, and move the chains.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Rams first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
At his 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, it's Stafford. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41.
It's a gain of 11.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points. Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
He'll get this out wide, and he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
They'll run it with Williams, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
They'll run. It's Williams. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Now Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, L.A. that his second touchdown of the afternoon. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
An extra point attempt to follow.
The extra point.
He's got it, and the Rams will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Panthers 17.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. To return is Hubbard. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
First and 10.
The Panthers offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
It came up a little bit short there on 3rd down, but I think the reality is, Mike, they've been in 4-down territory for a while now. You find yourself down multiple scores. You cannot afford to waste any of these possessions.
Tremble comes in motion. Here it is on 4th down. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
Result of the play is a turnover.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get it back on offense for 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds. Down at the 20. 17 yards, the gain there. 1st down, L.A.
First down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard. It's another run here for Williams. And he's into the end zone yet again. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Rams. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Extra point attempt still to come. He knocks it through, and the Rams add on to their already sizable lead.
52, Panthers 17.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense headed back to take over once more. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now Dowdle. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, Young. That's taken in by McMillan. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw, Young. He finds the big tight end, Tremble. A pickup there of 19 yards. It's a Carolina 1st down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Young to throw on 1st down. That one complete to Leggett. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
3-yard pickup.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They motion a receiver right. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. Throwing right, it's taken in. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
To throw is Young. He's got his man. That's Leggett. And he is out of bounds down at the 21.
12 yards.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. The question now, will the play stand? You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Here's Young. Quick throw, taken in.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. Now Young. He takes off. And the Panthers are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
On first down is Young. That one's hauled in left side by McMillan. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. And they do it in blowout fashion. We thought this might be a competitive battle. It was anything but. Points came early, and often they cruised to an easy victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
Home of the National Football League, the National Hockey League, the National Basketball Association, and Major League Baseball. You've been watching a SpinoKing Sports presentation.